Aman, did you see the Islamabad Accord this morning? A US Iran ceasefire. And the Strait of Hormuz is back open.
Yes, and the India angle here is massive. 60% of our energy comes through that strait. We absolutely have to talk about this today. Welcome back to Preparo's Daily CA Pulse. I'm Aman.
And I'm Ria. 7 stories today. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, April 5th was India's 63rd National Maritime Day. And this one's got serious prelims potential.
The SS loyalty connection, right? That's a good story.
Exactly. In 1919, SS Loyalty became the first Indian owned ship to sail from Mumbai to London. That's where India's indigenous shipping industry begins. Today, 90% of our trade by volume moves through maritime routes.
And the Sagar Samman Awards recognize contributions to the sector. Need detail for mains.
This is 100% coming in prelims. SS Loyalty, Merchant Navy Week, Sagar Samman Awards. GS3 Economic Geography. Market. Next, Arunachal Pradesh just got a massive clean energy push.
40,000 crore. That's not a small number.
40,175 crore to be precise. Two hydroelectric projects, Kamla HEP at 1720 megawatts on the Kamla River and Kalai 2 at 1200 megawatts on the Lohit River. Arunachal gets 12% of power free plus 1% to the local area development fund.
Lohit River. That's a Brahmaputra tributary. Geography students, note that.
GS2 for center state resource sharing, GS3 for clean energy targets. Strong mains answer material. Moving on, the 8th Poshan Pakhwada launched April 9th.
What's the theme this time?
Maximizing brain development in the first 6 years of life. It runs till April 23rd under Mission Poshan 2.0, focusing on the critical first 1000 days, maternal nutrition, and play-based early education. Anganwadi workers, Ashas, and self-help groups are the key mobilizers.
Jan Andolan framing is important. Government loves that language for welfare schemes.
Prelims flag, launch date, theme, duration, and the Mission Poshan 2.0 link. GS2, social justice. Okay, Aman, your turn. The Islamabad Accord.
Here's the thing. A US-Iran ceasefire brokered through Pakistan-based mediation, the Islamabad Accord, just reopened the Strait of Hormuz. And India was quietly watching this very closely.
Because 60% of our energy needs come through the Gulf.
Exactly. Plus, 10 million Indians live in the Gulf, and the diaspora contributes 40% of total inward remittances. A closed strait isn't just an energy crisis, it's a remittance crisis. Okay, so picture this. This is basically every India Gulf disruption scenario UPSC loves to ask about rolled into one.
Aman, focus. UPSC angle?
GS2 International Relations, India's energy diplomacy and the strategic importance of the Strait of Hormuz. Strong mains topic. Last deep story. Ria, Mudra Yojana turns 11.
Launched April 8, 2015, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana provides collateral-free loans to micro and small enterprises. 3 tiers: Shishu, Kishore, Tarun. And now a new Tarun Plus scheme for scaling up. Women's participation has grown significantly, but rising NPAs, non-performing assets, remain a concern.
The Credit Plus approach they're pushing is interesting, beyond just loans.
GS3 Indian Economy and Financial Inclusion. The 3 pillars: banking the unbanked, securing the unsecured, funding the unfunded are quote-worthy for mains. That's 5. Quick fire, 2 more. The CAPF General Administration Act 2026 has triggered protests at Rajghat. retired personnel demanding restoration of the old pension scheme, and opposing IPS dominance in CRPF leadership roles.
India's fisheries sector contributes 7.43% to agricultural GVA, with seafood exports hitting 62,408 crore rupees. Biofloc and RAS technologies are driving the next growth wave.
That's 6 prelims worthy topics today. Stay curious, stay prepped.
See you tomorrow on Prep Aero's Daily CA Pulse.